This video is for you if you're a trader in your 50s and you do struggle with the chart markups and how to find those highly profitable trades. I'm going to go through exactly how I mark up my charts here in this brief short video to demonstrate to you how easily this can be done. And stick around to the end of this video so you can find out more on how to join that waitlist for the 90-day profit trading system, which opens for enrollment in just 2 days time. So on the Euro USD, I'm going to go through how I've marked up these charts and to show you how you could have called an entry today, understanding the techniques that we teach inside that 90-day profit trading system. To start with, we have this break to downside here, the swing breaks to downside marked out, where we have a pullback into supply, and currently we're seeing a strong push out here on the euro double high. We swept the previous high and we had a nice strong break of structured downside, and this gives us a valid internal area here. We can look for potential pullbacks too for another leg to downside. Now we'll see this on the lower time frames, but first let's look at how we've got this marked up on the daily. Now you can see here, you're going to find that we have this within the community so you can understand exactly what I'm looking at each and every time. We have a swing structure bearish, internal structure also bearish. If we zoom out, you're going to be able to see where I have my current swing structure and my internal structure here on this daily time frame of the USD. Now it's not actually taking a trade off the swing structure. It's all about drilling down to find that ideal entry depending on the time frame of choice. Now, yes, you could be looking for a trade out of this area of internal supply to look for price to continue down to run this weak internal low. It's all about understanding how to read those markets. Now, what I do here is I go down to a 4-hour time frame. And you can see on the 4-hour time frame, we've got this swing structure here created where prices come in. It's actually shifted bearish out of this area of supply. We go closer into this price chart and you'll be able to see where we now have this IBOS, a break to downside. Okay, it's an internal break of structure, what the IBOS stands for. We have that internal supply. We've actually continued to break to downside again. We have another internal supply, and potentially here, what we could be looking for is a pullback to this area of supply for another sell. Now down below we have this area of internal demand, okay, and this is how I start to mark up and understand where price is going. So we're going with the higher time frames. That's your key point when you're marking up these charts. Again, swing structure is bearish, internal structure is also bearish. Now we go through inside the community for the 90-day profit trading system. I cover actually the Euro USD, the pound US dollar, and the AUD US dollar every single day. So you can follow along with my actual markings, get my support, other traders in the community as well. You have that support to back you each and every step of the way. Now, if we drop down to the next time frame, my time frame of choice is either the 15 or 30 minute here. We'll drop down to a 30-minute time frame. And again, we have the same thing. We have the swing structure here is bearish, internal structure is also bearish. So you can see how from the higher time frames all the way down to these lower time frames, we are very, very bearish still. And again, we have this high here, we have a swing area of supply. And as we continue to make this internal break of structure, we have internal supply. We can look for price to pull back to. Now you can see that we've actually pulled back into this area of supply. Now if I drop down to 15-minute, this is where I tend to like to look for my trades. Yesterday, we did have a potential buy after this IBOS here. We had a nice buy here to the upside. Let's go closer in to show you where this buy occurs. So down here, we have an entry to buy on this candle close right here. And where we're looking for price to run to is really to that area of premium. So let me just show you quickly. When we're looking for this, we're looking for this swing high to this low. We're looking for price to run to this area. Now, I personally took this trade yesterday and I actually took profit off of this previous high, then went to break even and the trade was stopped out break even. And it's important whenever you're taking a trade, you're taking risk off, okay? You're taking a risk away. You're taking partials to be able to grow your account, okay? And that's the way you should be trading with good risk money management. Now, unfortunately, price swept this high and then we made that drop. So this trade worked out to be a profitable trade, didn't get to the final target, but that is how we can look at price. Now, what I want to do right now is go through today's price to show you how you could have caught yet another trade, understanding the same process. We have this IBOS, we have price from this swing high to this low is my area. Honestly, price pulling back to this 50% area for a target. Down here, once we have this break to downside, you can see how price creates this quick break of this low. Let me just show you what's happening. We have this break of this low here, then we reverse this high and we push back up. Now this is what I class as a fractal reversal. Now you can learn some of this within the channel in the fractal playlist if you want to check that out. But this we go into much more detail inside the Novice Pro Mastermind, which is part of the 90-day profit trading system. So once we have this break here to the upside, and again, it doesn't have to be a close here. It only needs to be a wick break. We have price pulling back into this current area of demand. Now, once I see price pulling back here, I'm looking for a reaction, and we get that reaction with this nice bullish candle to the upside. Now, this candle would not be blue, okay, when this candle closed. Neither would have this candle here been blue, but there's a reason why we look to take the entry, because we're seeing expansion away. We're seeing the first time prices pushing above, closing above the previous candle's high. So this is our first breakout. I'll pull back into this area. That's our first push away. This is our first breakout. I'll pull back, our first push away. So today, a simple entry was to enter off the close of this candle, stop at the low, to target the 50% area, which is this previous swing high inside the area of premium. So price hits that target. We have a higher low into the area of imbalance. Now we push up into the potential supply. So understanding reading from your top-down analysis with using all of the information you have with the higher time frames down to lower time frame, that is how you can pinpoint your trade for the day. Now, potentially you're looking for a 2-3 to 1 risk to reward every trade. That's going to help you to find the best trade setups. Now, when we're looking at price here now coming back into this supply, that's why I'll be looking for price to show me the reversal out to then start sending back down for this internal weak low. Now we could push through that and we could end up going back up to this swing area up here of supply, and we could see a continuation up there on the higher time frames. But it's a reactive way of trading. We look for what's happening in the moment and we trade what's in the moment. This is a counter trend trade. This was a counter trend trade. I've just shown you how easily these can be taken once you understand everything. And this is how you can learn all this inside the 90-day profit trading system. If you're struggling to find those highly profitable trade setups like these I've just shown today, then you'll want to check out that 90-day profit trading system. Get on the wait list so you'll be notified as soon as the enrollment opens in just 2 days' time. Click the link above now and you can find out more.